Hello, hello. You hear me? Hi. Alright. Yay! Here's Pop and Aquila. I was working on it, but we're doing a new drawing today. You see me draw from the very start. But this is in progress. I always start with a blue back. That's a good question. I don't know who I'm drawing. Should I draw? I don't know. Guess I'm open to suggestions. I haven't drawn Yahweh in Here we have Baki. She looks evil. A bread. Yep. Bread. Oh. Nice day. Oh. Up until this, I've been researching alternative Discord. I wanna switch new platform because considering other things. Kind of interesting research because everyone's like nothing as good as Discord. Hello, Claggy Dan. Welcome. We have Baki here with the bread. Have Yahweh's face somewhere. It's kind of cursed. It looks like a rock. Oh no. Maybe more like a bread slice of a bread loaf. It's colder. It's a rock. told myself I would talk about stuff while I draw. I don't know. I'm gonna draw Yellow smiling. Surprise. Really, really. I, I lost my voice. Red session. It is the long lost Save and Bambi fan. Welcome to the chat. I have a different idea. Instead of the bread, I'm gonna be pointing at him. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna call him gay. And it's true, but he's frowning because he's in the closet. Oh, no. I don't know what expression to give him. He looks so sad. Beautiful. Welcome. Yeah, hello. I'm Baki. I draw birds. The sussy look I gave you. He looks like the dog in that one meme The guy sprays it with water. If it's Yaoi getting sprayed with the word gay. I had to put something in. A loaf of bread. I had a loaf of meat man official. Welcome back. I don't know what to talk about. You guys have any questions for me? For this I look at my shouts time. Sometimes I don't always reply, but that's because I don't know what to say. I think now Baki's gonna be pointing at him and calling him fat. He looks so utterly shocked. This music is gonna drive me insane, I think. I don't know. I made it. Very happy. Like a kids play place. 'Why did I laugh like that? 6 kids babysit would go crazy. Oh, oh yeah, the join the community. I forgot about that. I need to update that. Thank you for reminding me, man. I forgot about. I always need more moderators for drawing because I'm not always online, so I always feature everyone. That because appreciate that you want to join. Yeah, thank. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Ah, but by the end of the stream, I should remember. Join the... Oh no. Since I'm at my computer right now, though, I could probably add you now. Oh yeah, his chomper. GameJolt's not working. Oh no. Yeesh. What does the sound of Yahweh screaming sound? Would it be very ethereal? Or would it be very squeaky? The plants are stuck. It's blocked. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot update the artist rights thing. It's glitch. That's be late. I could tell you guys about how I planted a lawn of grass. That's really cool, right? Got a big bag of grass seeds. They're pink colored, and it was so heavy. I siphoned them into a little bowl, then I tossed them like an old farmer. I even hoed the ground, the giant metal hoe, like a peasant. And I planted the grass seeds. And now my lawn has grass. Wait, grass is... I was gonna say, not only have I touched the grass, but I also planted it. I am the one who grass. Little creature. And what else did I do? I'm gonna make fried chicken. Cause I can't. I wanted giving trick. I'm tempted to make Yaoi cry, like crying in this drawing, but I think that'd be too emotional. Not that. I think I might have a human in front of them, like biting, and it's a vicious Pac-Man looking guy. Oh no. I can't I can't sing Wonderwall while I'm drawing. God. What's the default human hairstyle? What should I put on this guy's head so he's not bald? The default human hairstyle is bald. I guess that makes sense. We all come into the world bald, right? A pet dino. Don't know. It's usually the other way around. Dinos keep humans around as like a fun thing to take care of. That's because, uh, oh no, it's because, how do I explain? The dinos are like deities, I guess? At least they're very advanced. They don't usually attack people. Only like the weird one. Unless you think it's weird not to attack, I guess you would think, don't attack. Cowie's getting attacked by a human though in this drawing. Maybe the ones that do attack people have something going correct about their thoughts. I feel like drawing is like weird monster. A human. Later that day, yeah, I was searching up. I just got bit by a human. Do I need to check for rabies? Ketchup in the house. Alright, goodbye, mean man. See you around. I am drawing Yahweh bitten and Baki laughing at it. Yeah. I forgot to tell Lou not to buy more tilapia, but he bought more, so now there's so much tilapia. I have to eat more of the tilapia. It's like this giant fish. It's kind of hard to cook. I need to remember next time to be like, no more tilapia. I think tilapia, right? That's the theory. I should talk about dino lore or something. I tell that pretty. I had an idea in mind to make a dino game where I was playing Oblivion Remastered. I was like, what if there's a dino game that looks like Oblivion where you walk around, you can go to colonies and talk to random dinos and get quests and stuff. Something like that. And they have like Oblivion have like a friendship thing. Or you can just like attack them and try to kill them. Yeah. Play as like your own created dino. I was thinking how cool Hell Colony look 3D. I was imagining it a giant dark watery area. The other idea that I was gonna do with the Michael game is like going through heaven calling lore, but I don't know. Welcome to the chat, Abe. Bo is here. He's drawing creature, I think, or did already. Yeah, that was my game. How does one start a game hotline though? It'd be funny if I just did it like Oblivion, where it's like instead of the Emperor, it's Yahweh. And it's like he's just like in the next few moments, I'm going to die, and then he just explodes and they and Michael's like, I guess we're done now. There's microwavable Jesus, microwavable apple, microwavable bread. If you went to heaven and God looked at you and said, wow, that's a feral human, how would you feel? One feral guy. This is so poor. In the next few moments, I'm going to die, and it just got to crucifixion. You had to play through, like, life on Earth during the crucifixion era. Have any of you guys seen Yahweh recently? I heard he got crucified or something. It reminds me of a meme I saw. Someone drew their OC on a cross, and like one of the comments was like, "This is so offensive to Christians. Why are you mocking our religion?" And like the person like replied like, "I didn't know you guys copyrighted execution. I should have known that." Horde of feral humans bit him to death. Gala gets bitten to death by 500. And like death goes, oh oops, I guess that I don't have to do anything. It's okay, he's made out of bread, right? They're eating him because he's delicious. What the Bible doesn't tell you. Fun fact that the Bible doesn't tell you about. The reason why we don't see Yahweh today is because he was bitten by 500 people in a mass hysteria. He's never been seen since. He supposedly should show up sometime. Who knows? We eated him. It was delicious. I was thinking, remake Dino this. Remember Ketchup had a dream about like the Dino list having voice clips for the dinos? Know what they sound like? I was thinking about that. I should probably actually start working on the Dino website. So I can do that. I guess it could be done on GameJolt, like a video. What? Welcome to chat, Hatterhop. I never really watched, because really watched Girl. I was kind of surprised when the majority of people who voted on the poll said they want to watch Girl. And I guess, no. I wonder what the enjoyment of it was just fun to watch. Two types of sad blasphemy. Blasphemy! Holy Spirit! I like funny stuff. Oops. I'm scared. He didn't do that. Me explode. There's been so many moments in my life where someone has gifted me a traced image of my own art. The first time I've ever encountered it was when I was in I think high school, and I was drawing in the library, and this girl who was my friend was like, "Oh, you like to draw? Me too." And she took my drawing and traced over it on another paper, and she gave it to me, and it was like, "This is for you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I had it a lot on KG World. I never was angry about it, but it's kind of interesting. I figure probably better just to be like, "Wow, thanks." Because I wouldn't know what else to say. Oh. I remember one time as a kid stealing a bunch of green beans from someone else's lawn, my cousins, and we microwaved them and ate them all. I sometimes think back to that, we just, like, I guess, as a kid, it was like, wow, we found green beans in the back of someone's lawn. But as, an adult, it's like, wow, we, stole the... Oh, man. They probably went out there like, finally, I can harvest my green beans, and they're all gone. Young Dylan. Only other thing I remember stealing as a kid was the Walmart had those really sparkly card looking things, and I didn't know you had to buy them as a kid. They were gift cards, I think, but I wanted it because it was glittery and not because it was a gift card. And I remember putting it in my pocket, my mom finding out, and she's like, "You can't take those." So she returned it to the Walmart, and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay." And then that was Bad behavior. I don't know how young I was when I did that. I had to be a little tiny child. At least to the small enough that a glittery card was like memorized to me. Can't remember. I was young enough. The sparkly card was really cool. There. And from there, I don't think I've ever stolen anything since. I always buy stuff. I've heard of other people stealing stuff, but then I'm like, if you get caught, and then you get a lot of trouble. I get all my movies and programs online legally, of course. I remember when I was younger, my mom would accuse my cousins of stealing stuff a lot for some reason, like our toys. I wonder why. That and my friends as well. She'd accuse my friends of stealing our stuff. Like one time, I think she lost the remote, but she was like, no, your friends stole it. And they cannot come over to the house again until I find my remote. And she was like sitting on it or something. Still been kind of wonky. It's not. I always won my favorite character. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, welcome to the chat. Drawing two characters. Yahweh getting bitten by a human and Baki laughing at him. Playing Oblivion recently. the remastered, and I got like to the point I unlocked all the spells. They're all maxed out. And then I went to the arena where you like kill opponents to raise your rank. But my magic was so like overpowered. I was like one-hitting them all. I'd go out there and be like, "Welcome to the arena. You guys are ready for a bloody match?" And like the crowd would like scream, like, "All right, fight begin!" And the other person would like hold up their sword, and I would just walk over and like touch them, and they would explode, and everyone would start cheering. Like, looks like we have a winner. And I just did that for like all of them. I just imagine like, oh, it's a newbie, they're gonna die. But then like, I come out there and I just like one shot so many of the opponents. It's great. So I got to Grand Champion, and I unlocked the Adoring Fan. And I only got to enjoy the Adoring Fan for like less than an hour because an Oblivion Gate opened. And I was like, I want to explore Oblivion, so I went into the Oblivion Gate, and like the Adoring Fan came with me. And he saw a Daedra and got scared and ran into the lava and died. And that was the end of him. Rest in peace, Adoring Fan. Not survived the heat of Oblivion. The two spells I had that were very overpowered that made things explode was one I called a Circus Opening, which added like a bunch of debuffs to whoever I touched, like made them like weak to magic and weak to ice and fire and electricity. And then like I would touch them a second time and they would explode with fire, ice, and electricity everywhere. Like a firework, like color everywhere, just all over the place. And then they would get one shot. Microwavable detergent. Imagine like seeing this stream and not seeing the chat. I mean, like, what is she saying? Oh, it's up there though. I included it. I'm only a little bit tired. Hello, welcome to the stream. Microwavable dirt. Everything is microwavable. The whole world is microwavable. Look the planet. Try to move it up. Microwave. Microwave. I was reading that post for the microwavable Jesus plushie, and apparently you can like freeze him in a freezer so he's cold instead of hot. Like, wow, I guess it's like the opposite. And they also scented him like lavender scent. What's better, a microwave smell or a freezer smell? One's more freeze. I'm tempted to save up and buy a plushie, microwavable one. You're all gonna be bad. Reminds me that there was like Sonic lore that Knuckles is a microwaved experiment in his lore or something. Like his dad put him in a microwave while he was a baby and microwaved him, and it made him like magical or something. Imagine that in the Dino universe. I should have a Dino that their lore is just they were put in a microwave and now they're kind of weird. Michael? Oh. Pop was microwaved as a child? Oh man, you would in Jesus is microwavable because he's the son of God. And you know, children fit inside a microwave. So why can't Jesus? Oh no. I'm going to stream until it's 8 o'clock for 40 minutes. Pop was pop. Can't believe that image actually exists. Well, why are you like that? I was microwaved as a child. I'll leave it right there in the middle of the image. Man, I skipped this out pretty quick, didn't I? Wee. Perfect. What else to talk? Ah. Another video game idea I had that's a little bit older, one where you hide from Baki and you have to hide in spots where she won't immediately murder you. Like, like you have to hide in a kitchen, but if you hide in like the oven, she'll turn it on and close the door, like hold it closed. Or like if you hide in the freezer, she'll lock the freezer and you're stuck in there. But there's so many horror games that are already like that, so I'm like, oh man, it'd be still like fun. What's everyone else been up to? In the chat. Is it sunshine day or is it raining? Here today it's very sunny. Got a bunch of maple seeds around. Thought about planting one of them, but our yard is small. problem. I posted a drawing of Yahweh on I think like a mythology Discord, and they were like, someone was like, but Yahweh wouldn't like drawings with faces on them, right? And I got like flashbanged with like Islam for like a second. And I'm like, oh no, poor Goldfish. Rest in peace, Gilbert the Goldfish. So sleepy that I slept so much yesterday. I usually I sleep, but like when I see the word Halo, I think of the Greek god Helios. What's the name? Thickening the lines a bit difficult. The rest. What if no? There's no. I think I want to flesh out the Greek colony more. Hello, Leo. I was thinking of doing like an event where I make all of the Greek gods into dinos, and like people in the community can either make one or I make one just so they're there and I I can make backstory. Yeah. Helios dino. Fun. Very bright. I think I have to get Aries Helios stuff. Yeah, I need to make so same with Hell Colony. So Greek colony so far I have in mind is their leader is Zeus. And for the most part everyone in the colony avoids Zeus because he's very temperamental and weird. But they also try to stay on Zeus's good side because they don't want to get beat up by him, so they do job. More like Zeus assigns the job and they don't argue it. Like for Baki, I was gonna have it be like Zeus is like, you're now the farmer of the colony. You should say. I guess with Hermes it would be like, you are now the messenger of this colony. I guess it's not a good idea to argue with him. Zeus is like very nice to beanies and peppers. He's very fatherly, but he's not so nice to adult dinos. His Zeus's father, Kronos, is the edgy one that like eats other dinos. Like, So their colony is on Mount Olympus. Below them is a prairie land, kind of shrubland, I guess. They like to build marble. So Pablo has his little, I guess, hut made out of marble. They all have marble temples. I guess it makes sense. None of them want to be near Zeus when they don't have to. They all live in separate temples. Like, I'm not living in the main house. I was thinking too that Zeus is way more open borders with his colony. Like, he's not as strict as Baki is. So, like, the members of what is called Wither Colony or like Greek Colony can go wherever they want. I'm using a Wacom 1 from Amazon. Pretty good. But yeah, the idea I had for why Greek Colony doesn't exist anymore is because of a war with Yahweh, where him and the humans just absolutely destroyed them. They're like, I guess the mindset was like, humans are so weak and simple creatures, they can't defeat us. But then the humans show up with like a bunch of like sticks with like sharp ends on them and start like stabbing dinos with it. Like, maybe these creatures are a little bit scary. A little bit of a crusade. Let them free. But yeah, idea is Zeus on his free time is up to shenanigans. He like wherever he goes, there's always like a huge thunderstorm because I was thinking since he knows how to use electricity, he draws in a lot of moisture and just like it's like a walking storm crater. So he's coming because like the clouds are all dark, which is really edgy, I guess. My thought for it is he just draws in so much moisture because of the electricity he produces. He uses the electricity to zap dinos and like either immobilize them or just like straight up murder them. And like there's people like in his colony that don't like him, and ones that The ones that like him still keep a distance. They like him because he's very strong and, I guess, edgy. So like, yeah. The ones that don't like him, like, he's too edgy. Get him out of here. Might not be able to do the drawing or the coloring. Got most of Yahweh outline. Outline only takes tab. There's two sides to Yahweh. The scary, fearsome Yahweh, and the very wholesome and sweet. Depends on his mood and what you look like. Sounds horrible. Depends on the mood and what you look like. By that, I mean, like, if you're a human, he likes you quite a bit more than if you were a dino. These dinos cover. Sure likes mountain. Wonder if a forest dino he would have more of a stick because of the. Well, I wonder. Although canonically, I think mostly the pattern, not so much the color of the dino. the pattern of their mark. I should write lore on that. Social lore of time. Man, 10 minutes until I'm done. It's been fun. Yeah, Baki makes like marking all their teeth. Stand out. For her, it was supposed to be like physical, historical reminder, past. Yeah. Baki's body marks are very similar to Zeus's, which makes her very, I don't know, visually like him. Yahweh's markings are a lot like his mother's. And then his beanies, the markings are very similar. Except for the, Lucifer's kind of an outlier. He's very unique. Makes sense. He's special. I think I'll end the stream here. So sleepy. Don't know why. I just drank a bunch of peach juice. I don't know if peach juice makes people sleepy, but it made me sleep. So I'll end it here for now. It's mostly outlined, but when it's done, I'll post it. There's also Pop and Aquila over here. You can kind of see where it takes the longest. Thickening up those lines. But alright. Thanks for watching, Ketchup. And thank you for everyone else who watched as well. Those who watch later. Bye-bye.